I thought this was a birdhouse. It's lightweight plastic. It has a hole in the front, and it is just cute as heck. It also has a hook for hanging it. But then I picked it up, and it's got a hole in the bottom like a piggy bank would have, but it doesn't have a slot for the coins. So now I'm confused. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. I got the chance to go thrifting. They had pretty milk glass, and I was able to resist the temptation, but just look at that. What is that? Is it an, I don't think it's an ashtray, but now I'm wondering what its actual purpose would have been. This clock caught my eye because it is so ugly. And I was going to pick it up to see what it was made out of. But right after my eyes fell on that clock, I saw the Liberty Bell. I'm still a little bit obsessed with bicentennial stuff, probably always will be. And to my surprise and delight, it's a cookie jar. I don't know why I think that is neat. Not neat enough to bring it home and subject the rest of my family to it, but I thought it was pretty dang neat. I'm easily entertained by all of the cute and sometimes pretty vintage in the thrift stores. And on this trip, I found the most discounted thing I've ever bought at a thrift store. Still think I paid too much for it, but watch to the end to see what became of the thrift store's crazy pricing. I think that is a ceramic mold set from the 70s, 80s. All of a sudden in recent years, I have seen lots of those little creepy burlap knot corn husk dolls, and they're all ugly. Somebody, not me, should start collecting these commemorative church plates because I stumble across them now and then and they're just neat and nostalgic, and I don't know why. Have I mentioned that I like old stuff? I think if you watch my channel, you probably already knew that, didn't you? Here's another clock, and I got down on my knees to pick it up because I had a hunch it was going to be that lightweight plastic, and it was. However, it wasn't a clock, it's a barometer. Probably the neatest looking barometer I have stumbled across. I don't know what I don't know what the barometer readings mean. I just know that growing up, my dad had a barometer and tapped on it. And here's another ugly clock. This one was hand painted by somebody, which I only know because the Duncan Studios logo is there on the back. And there was an almost impossible inscription to read, "For Father with all of my love," except I still can't convince myself that that letter at the beginning of Father was an F. It really doesn't matter. It is one of a kind. Hope it finds a home because I like one of a kind old ceramic stuff. Sparkly dishes always make me smile, and I wonder if somebody didn't have a collection of these little luncheon plates and cups. There were some pretty ones I haven't seen before. I have a couple of sets of my own, but when I find them, they always seem to be in the set of four. And the sets of four I have picked up at estate sales were less expensive than these individual plates and cups. What I really need to do is I need to pull out one plate and one cup so I can eat my lunch on something pretty, leave the rest of the collection in the box. And I mean, what's the worst case scenario? If I break one, the world is absolutely full of these things. And now on to my great find. Youngest son was shopping with me, wanted to buy Duck Hunt for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which they keep $4 video games in locked cabinets. Back in May, I saw this Fantasy Forest Choose Your Own Adventure knockoff by the company that made Dungeons and Dragons. $199 for the set. This trip, $24.99. I did not realize at first that it was the same set. It is, you could tell by the damage in the picture I took to show my son. It is the exact same books. So nobody wanted to pay almost $200 for them. I still think at $25 I overpaid, but apparently Choose Your Own Adventure books are exciting again. And I texted my son to make sure it was something he wanted. And it's a thank you for him letting me drive his car for the past however many months it's been. This thrift store had all of the inspirational signs. And again, I know the world is overflowing with inspirational signs, but I don't know that I've ever seen so many of them together on the same shelf. Some of them were old and vintage and a little entertaining. Some of them were just plain ugly. I tend to overthink these stupid signs. Some of them I really like and would almost be tempted to put on my wall, but some of them, especially the family rules, just, I don't know why they aggravate me, but they do. Years ago, I saw a sticker and it was what was it? Be a joyous mother of children? Something like that. And I fell in love with it, but we have wood paneling on our walls, so I can't have a sticker, and never got around to embroidering on a quilt or appliquing it, which was my second plan. Thanks for thrifting with me. I hope you found something that entertains you as much as all of this entertained me. My favorite thing was the cookie jar. I'm sure my son's favorite thing is that box set of books.